Y'all, I can't be great. Whenever I want to talk to y'all, somebody calls me. And once someone calls me and kicks off my live, I don't know how to come back to the live. So if somebody knows, put me on. Y'all know that I'm old. I'm an auntie. So I don't know much about technology. So when people kick off my live, how do I come back to it? I see that the time is still going, but how do I come back to it? So now I gotta wait for my people to come back in because this girl called me and it threw it off. I was just talking to my guy from DR and now she threw off my thing. I don't think my hair is dripping anymore. I can take off the towel. So I also have to go back to Rhode Island tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting too old to be doing the drive to Rhode Island, y'all. It's killing me, low key. But I'm trying to tough it out because again, I have surgery in less than a month. So I need to stack my money up. I don't think I'm gonna have enough sick time to cover the whole time that I'm gone. So I gotta make it happen. I'm tempted to cancel the surgery, to be honest, because if you know me, you know I don't play about my coins. Hi, XX Lenore. How are you? What do you do? I'm curling my hair. I have sister locks, and I'm curling them. I just washed my hair, and now I'm trying to put some rollers in it. You're good? That's good. Where are you from? And what are you up to? I came in from work a little while ago, jumped in the shower, and then I have to find what I'm going to eat. This is what I hate. When I go to close it and it happens. Hi, Jason. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Jason, maybe do you have a YouTube channel? If so, I need help. When you go live and somebody calls you and kicks off your live, you get back in. Well, welcome. Hi, Matthias. Oh, you're in England. It's 11:15. What are you doing up? Welcome, Jason. Do you know how to get back on live when if you're on Facebook, I mean on YouTube, on live and somebody calls you and kicks it off? When you ignore the call, how do you get back to the live? Every time that happens to me, I still see the timer going, but I don't know how to see the video anymore. So maybe you can help me out. Do you work tomorrow? Hey girl, what are you doing to your hair? And no, my name is not Pumpkin Pie. My name is, oh, it didn't say what it is. But welcome. I have sister locks. I just washed my hair. My retie is on Thursday. And so I'm putting in some rollers to try to give it some body. I'm hoping that the curls will will last until Thursday. Oh, you have 3 tests tomorrow. Go to sleep. You gotta. Oh, on Friday. Okay. Are you studying? And what are your tests on? I hope you're prepared. They say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I hope you study. Mine does the same, but once the call is done, I go back and it starts back up. What do you mean that you go back? Like you just open it back up? Like when I reject the call, I'll see the timer going for the live, but I can't see myself anymore on the screen. And I tried to look to see if there's anything I could press, but I didn't see it. You just open it back up. I don't know. If it's my phone, let's keep in mind that I have an iPhone 12. So I don't know if it's not updated enough to do what it's supposed to do. Just got off of work too. I'm a first responder. Oh, well, thank you for what you do. I know it's not easy being in the medical field and being a first responder because whatever it is, you deal with it first and then make it, stable enough for others to come in. So thank you. Do you enjoy doing that? How long have you been a first responder? Is it Melanie? My name is Melanie. Is it Melanie? Is that how you pronounce it? That's one of my favorite cousins' names, Melanie, but she spells it different. Our school is closed. Detectives are asking students questions about a teacher caught in his car with a boy. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh, absolutely. I'll check it out. I'll check your page out, Zed Lord. And thank you for the support. Oh, you've been doing it for about 11 years now. Wow. Are you like a EMS, firefighter, paramedic? I don't need to study. In England, we have SATs, which are like exams. Oh, we have SATs too. But like, when you're about to go to high school. But still, they have books that you can use to try to study, mama. So try to get the best grade that you can because that makes the difference. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. When I was your age, well, when I was in school, I didn't study either. And I did okay, but I feel like if I would have studied and practiced with some books, I would have did even better. So I always say for people to do better. Push for the best. Search and rescue firefighter. Wow, thank you so much. I always say I love firefighters. When everyone else is running away, you guys are running in for people that you don't even know their names. You don't even know what they look like. Milani. Oh, Milani? I don't do good with pronouncing people's names, by the way, so forgive me. Thank you for subscribing, Jason. I appreciate it. Anyways, I'm about to clock out for work. I hope you have a blessed. I hope you do too, and be safe. And again, thank you for what you do, Zed Lord. Oh, you don't have study books. Okay. Just like I said, aim for the best. I love what I do. No other job better than being a firefighter. You got to be a special person to be a firefighter. I say that all the time. I had my house start on fire when I was younger. And, to this day, I will never forget that. So, your job is near and dear to me. We lost everything in the house. And what wasn't, burnt up, it got damaged from the water and the smoke. So, and I always have a dear space in my heart for Red Cross because they gave us a bunch of clothes. They gave us furniture. They bought furniture from Bob's for us. I live in Connecticut. They bought us a bunk bed from Bob's. So the Red Cross is near and dear to me. I'm in year 9, which is 10th grade. I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right. So you're in high school. What do you plan to go to what do you plan to study in college? You might not know already, and if you don't, that's okay. But do you know? Because if you know, then you're able to start looking into it. Oh, you're in Maryland. I lived in Baltimore for like 6 years, but I never heard of Preston. How far is that from Baltimore? Yeah, Jason. Yep, my house started on fire. I'm a YouTuber, so I'm not going to college. Girl, you could do both. You better go to college and do your YouTube. What happens if they shut down YouTube one day and that's all you had to survive on? Look at Twitter. Twitter shut down for a day, but that's just to show you that they could shut it down and then you won't have anything else to survive on. So do both. Please, I'm begging, do both. Go to college, do something. Even if it's trade school, have a trade to fall back on. Oh, it's like an hour and a half, Jason. I can't be bothered. Oh, like an hour, okay. Que lo que, Joanne, you're back. I'm sorry I cut off because somebody called me and I didn't know how to come back right when we were talking. Que lo que, manito, dime. My dad owns a business. I don't care. I still want you to go to school for something. I'm sure you're smart, so you need to go to school for something. He gives you money off of it. That's good. You could have all of those things. Where am I from? I'm from Panama, but I hung with a lot of Dominicans. I have a heavy, if you check out my videos, a lot of my shorts have a lot of Dominicans in them. So I love them dearly. They're cool. What part of DR are you from? I went to DR about, I want to say 2 years ago. I went to Bávaro. Baltimore Ravens is your team. And, I'm not big into football, but the year that I moved to Baltimore, y'all won the what's it called? That's how you know I don't know about football. The championship, is it? I don't know. But y'all won. That was the year that Ray Lewis was retiring and he came and he was doing his dance and everybody was crying. uh Panama. I had so many eggs from. Oh, okay. I was about to say something. I forgot I'm online. Well, did the Panamanian treat you good? I hope so. What part of Panama were they from? Oh, you're from Santo Domingo. Okay. Yeah, I went to Bávaro and I also went to La Romana. I did a food giveaway for my birthday that year too. I can't remember where it was. But I was trying to convince the people to take me to 42, and they were like, "Are you crazy, girl? They'll kill you out there." Is it that bad out in Capetillo? And they kept saying they didn't want to take me. What age do you have to leave high school in the U.S.? So you have to be about 17, 18. If your birthday's later in the year, like myself, we graduate from high school when we're 17 and we start college at 17. But most people is 18. Yeah, but unfortunately Tucker got fired. Yeah, okay. And we are going to suck this year. That year was a good year. Y'all had Ray Lewis, you had Ray Rice, you had Jacoby Jacobs. That was all of them people are going now, huh? He said 42 is dangerous. That's why everybody used to laughing when I said, "Man, take me to 42." They're like, they don't want food, they want drugs. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like people always say everywhere is dangerous, and it's not as bad, in my opinion. When you get there, like where I'm from and my family's from is Colón in Panama, and everybody's like, "Don't go to Colón." And every time I go to Panama, we hang out in Colón, and it's not that bad. Like things happen, but it's not that bad. Oh, you 15, 16 when you graduate from high school? Wow. Oh, you live 10 minutes from there, Johan? Is it really that bad, or do they say it's that bad? There's a guy named, I think, what's his name? Kiko Worldwide or something like that. And he has a video walking around there by himself, supposedly. But all my Dominican friends would be like, he's not by himself. Trust me, he's lying. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tessa, for saying I'm pretty. I appreciate it. We leave school in year 10, which is your 11th or 12th grade. So yeah, you gotta go to school. You're graduating too young to not do anything with your life and just count on your dad. You gotta go to school, mama. You can't tell me. I'm a nurse and I'm big on school. I'm about to open up an educational program, and one of my mottos is elevation through education, because by going to school, the trajectory of my life. So I want you to go to school. Tucker got fired. Oh yeah, the Ravens are gonna suck this year. So do you still what is your other team that you like apart from the Ravens? And my parents said I don't need to go to college if I don't want to. So I don't really need to. Okay, fine. As long as you have a plan for your life, that's fair enough, okay? Just make sure you take care of yourself and you put your eggs in different baskets in case anything happens, all right? Promise me that. Buccaneers, okay. Before it was very dangerous, but now it's just music and dancing, and there are drugs, but you know that's everywhere. But if you're a tourist, they'll treat you very well. Oh, they said that if I go there, that I can't even come out. Ni tu panty tu puedes salir de 42. They said I can't even leave 42 with my panties. That's what they said to me. So I don't know. In UK, parents aren't very strict. Oh, that's good. I mean, maybe it's good. I don't know if that's good. But it's good to have a balance. You want them to be strict, but you want them to be understanding too. Okay. Do you have siblings? Or are you an only child? Are you going to try to start a business yourself as well? And how is your YouTube channel going? Because you said you want to do YouTube channel already. Do you have a channel or do you want to make a channel? Oh, you have a younger brother. Okay. Oh, my hair is... I hate when I miss a lock. This is what I hate, y'all, when I miss a lock. Look at this. And now one is caught in the other. You have a channel and you sell merch. Oh, what's the name of your channel? Put it in here and I will, is it under your name here or is it something else? If it's something else, put it here so I can look you up. I want to start selling merch too. If I make shirts that say Loc'd N Loaded RN, will y'all support it? This is the channel I'm commenting. Okay, all right, good. I didn't know if you had a different, account. So yeah, I'm going to go back and look it up and I'll subscribe to your channel. What type of merch? Is it like shirts? What else? What else do you do apart from shirts? I designed my merch like I know how I want it to be. I just need to go into the place and have it made. What do you do on your channel? Watch me run out of rollers. That's the pro, when your hair is getting longer. But it's the con also. I want to try pipe cleaners. Some people do pipe cleaners and their hair comes out so beautiful, but I'm so lazy, y'all. Shirts, trousers, pencil case, tote bags, backpacks, and a bit more. That's awesome. I have to look into the UK. I'm trying to find, I want to do my own scrub brand, like medical scrubs, like what the nurses and doctors wear. But I have to find a distributor. And now it's going to be expensive to get it from China. So I have to look into if I could do it in UK, if I could find someone in the UK. I wish I could find someone in the US, that way I could actually go see it and pick out the stuff and make changes, but I'm not finding any. What's your meal at McDonald's? You know what? I used to work at McDonald's. Is it straight to hell? Straight hell? Straight hella fire. Straight hella fire. Oh, straight hella fire. Okay, I got you. My meal at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job when I was 16 years old. I worked for years. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So my first job was at McDonald's from when I was 16 to straight through college. I used to come back on breaks, and I would work there during the summer. And my McDonald's was sweet enough to pay for my books every semester. So, okay, to answer your question, even when I worked there, the only thing I really liked at McDonald's was the fish fillet with no cheese and extra tartar sauce. I never tried a Big Mac. I worked there for all them years and I never tried a Big Mac. But to be fair, one time I was working there and I saw the guy cleaning the grill. And he took the grill apart and he put it on the place where they dumped the mop water. And when I saw that, I was like, so I never ate anything that had to go on that grill ever again. But the Big Mac looks good. But that right there, when he put it where they dumped the mop water, and then he just rinsed it off and put it back, I was like, hell no. I never had a Big Mac. Even a cheeseburger. I think one time I had a cheeseburger just because I was hungry and I was broke. And, I used to if they had extras or something, they always made extra double cheeseburgers to put on the belt, so that, in case somebody, that's the common thing that people order. So one time I just grabbed one and I was like, I'm gonna have to eat this because that's all that's there. And it was all right, but I'm not a burger person. You said you like Big Macs too? I don't know. I don't think I could eat all that. I always got chicken. I used to get the chicken nuggets. I used to get the chicken tenders when they had the snack wraps. Ooh, I used to love the crispy snack wrap with ranch. Oh, you're lactose intolerant. uh, mm-mm. McDonald's was fun though. You know what I always tell people? Now I'm a nurse, but I always tell people the first job that taught me a lot about life and working was McDonald's, because you had to know how to work fast, how to give good customer service, and yet you had to multitask and you had to be accurate. So I used to work at the drive-through windows. I used to be taking people's money with the headset on, taking their orders, and in between making the Happy Meal boxes, open them and put in the toy and stacking them. So it would be like, hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you? This person would be in your ear like, give me a snack wrap, da 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 da. Meanwhile, the person comes to your window and you're like, $5.91. And then they're like, can I add a such and such? You gotta be like, hold on, give me a second. What do you want to add? Okay, $5.98, $6.92 now. And then come back. I'm sorry about that. Keep doing that, making the Happy Meal boxes, because I learned everything. So after that, when I left, every other job I worked at, I knew how to multitask. I knew how to work fast. But even though you're working fast, you still like, hi, how are you? Welcome. Da, da, da. Like, you still have to keep it going even though you're busy. In UK, you don't have, what I get, the big bag. I'm such a big bag. You didn't like the wraps? Oh, the snack wraps were so good. The ranch snack wraps. I'm trying to make those remake it at home, because that was one of my favorite things. I'll get that and a small fry. Let me tell y'all this joke. I told you I used to work there. And one thing about me, I always killed it. Whatever job I did, I wasn't afraid to work hard, like since I was younger. So I used to be on the schedule 3 days a week. But I used to make sure I washed my uniform, I ironed it out, and I had it ready. Because even on my days off, they would call me and I would go into work. I'll be ready. I wanted to make sure I could just jump into my uniform and take the bus and run down there. So one day I had a bank account, and when I looked, it looked like a lot less than what was supposed to be there. So my best friend was with me, and we went to the bank, and I'm like, listen, I don't know where my money at, but something is missing from my account. So they this is so funny. So they start going through the bank account, and the lady's like, are you sure you want me to talk about this in front of your friend? And I said, yeah, it's cool. I don't mind. Like, I don't have nothing to hide. So she starts reading out the orders, and she's like, McDonald's, 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 JCPenney, McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. And my friend is in the corner like this. She's like, damn, girl, all that McDonald's. But it's because I work there every day. And sometimes I would even do 16-hour shifts. So I would always buy something to eat there, So looking at my bank account was just like, McDonald's, 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 McDonald's. She was like, damn, you're using your whole check at McDonald's. 5-pound meals are basically 4 McNuggets, medium fries, medium drink, and either a mayo. This is all a meal that you're saying? She said that they have a 5-pound meal in the UK. It is 4 McNuggets, medium fries, medium drink, and either... Oh, that's not bad then. And either a mayo chicken sandwich or a cheeseburger. Oh, that is a lot. I could never eat all that. But now I don't even eat McDonald's. Like, I could literally go in and use the bathroom. Because y'all know I'm a home care nurse, so I'll be on the road and I'm always looking for a bathroom. I could go in, smell the food, and just use the bathroom and leave. Like, I have no desire to eat McDonald's. Now, Chick-fil-A, I love me some Chick-fil-A. Everybody knows that's one of my favorite. Like, that's the only fast food that I eat is Chick-fil-A. But even them, their chicken isn't giving what it used to give. Chick-fil-A, their chicken used to be a different texture. Or I don't know, something's up with it. It's not what it used to be. You're not a big back. You're young. When I was young, I used to eat a lot too. People used to think my best friend and I were crazy. We used to go to Taco Bell and get like 15 hard tacos a piece. Like each of us get 15 tacos. And you would hear the people in the back like, did we get a bus? And then they'll look and there'll be these two scrawny girls getting all these tacos. And we would sit down and dog it. Eat off everything that was on our tray. But now, again, I'm 36. If I even look at food, you see my face turn into a bowl. So I don't eat like how I used to. So you eating all that is not a problem. You don't have Chick-fil-A. You gotta, when you come to the US to visit, make sure that you check out Chick-fil-A. You don't have Taco Bell either. Taco Bell is crap quality. So I understand you not having Taco Bell. I heard Taco Bell is actually illegal in certain countries because their meat is grade lower than dog meat. That's what I heard. You said, am I Korean? No. Nope. Hi, Dorian. How are you? You're my mom's age. Oh, your mom is my age? Oh. Yeah, so that lets you know I'm up there. I'm up there. I dropped this. I want to go to the UK to visit. That's on my list. I had all these plans to travel all these places, but life keeps me busy. But hopefully I'll get to those places. All right, let's move to the other side. The part I hate about when I do this, I like how my hair looks when it comes out pretty, but I hate trying to sleep on the rollers. I can't wait to do my retie, y'all, on Thursday. I hate when my hair looks like this. I feel like Scruff McGruff. So I'm always thankful when it's my retie day and my grid is popping again and it just looks, you know, I like to put my hair up because the grid just looks so clean. When you first get sister locks like this, when you get a retie, your hair looks so small, like you look like a little wet chicken. But once your hair thickens up, you can get reties and your hair will still have body and the grid is looking good. It's a happy, you know, medium, but it takes a while to get there. I've had my hair sister locked for 4 years. Yeah, about to be 4 years because I did it 2020. Well, no, about to be 5 years. I got my hair locked in 2020. Yup. So December of this year will make 5 years that I've had sister locks. And the best decision I ever made. I don't miss combing my hair. I don't miss trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I used to braid my hair. I used to do weaves. I used to do it myself. I don't miss all that. Going on vacation, I used to have to figure out what I was going to do with my hair. Don't miss it. Wigs used to have my head hot as ever. I don't miss that life. And I always had natural hair too, but you know, when you have natural hair, even if it's long, if it's hot, as soon as you go out, it's humid, your hair just got straightened, it will turn into an afro. If it's cold, I mean, it'll last longer, but still, you know. I need to get more rollers though. So what y'all eating for dinner? Talk to me, peoples. That's not natural. What, my hair? Well, when I say natural, I mean like I used to have my hair loose natural, I should say. So my hair is natural, but now it's locks. I used to be a loose natural. Like my hair was loose. I didn't have any perm. If I wanted to, I would get it straightened, but once I wash it, it will go back to the natural state. I had a Just For Me perm once when I was 12 years old. And when I washed my hair, it didn't take. And I was so happy. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want my stay bone straight or be chemically changed. So after that, I just would do a lot of protective styles. Rafael de la Ghetto. I like your name. Rafael de la Ghetto. What y'all eating for dinner? I don't even know what I'm gonna eat. When I work and I come from Rhode Island, I don't even have the energy to cook, but I don't like eating out. So I don't know. Tomorrow, me and my friends get together and at least you don't wear a wig. I don't understand why you people in the States wear wigs. You know what? When I was younger and my hair wasn't locked. I used to wear a wig every now and then, but like I said, I used to hate it because it used to feel like you have a hat on. Um, oh yeah, I know from Fresh Prince. Yeah, I think it's just that sometimes, sometimes they don't have long hair. Two is they feel like you can do a lot of styles with the wig without damaging your hair. So let's say you wake up and you want your hair to be bright red. Instead of you bleaching your hair and then dyeing it bright red, you could just buy a red wig and you could wear it until you're tired of it, and then your hair is still healthy underneath it, or curling it, things like that. Or if you're a natural, like what I said, a loose natural, if it's hot, you don't want you curl your hair, and when you go out, it turns into an afro. So they like to wear wigs. But I think at this point it's kind of sad because it's a lot of young girls that have wigs on. And it's like, why do you have on a wig? Your scalp is probably tired. It can't even breathe. Back in my day, when you were like a teenager, you got braids. You remember micro braids, which we used to get the micro braids and different cornrows and stuff like that. But now everybody wants a wig, and not everybody knows how to style a wig. So it looking a little crazy. Some of them, the wig be all the way down here. I'll be like, you better pull it back, make it look natural. But teach their own, no judgment. I'm just glad. Like, I remember one time my hair needed to be retied for a wedding. And I was like, and my loctician got stuck, I think in Miami. And I was like, dang, what am I going to do? So I was like, maybe I'll just wear a wig. And I went to go put the wig over my head. And I was like, I cannot be hot wearing this all day. And I just ended up wearing my hair just like that. And everybody was like, your hair is so pretty. My hair was like that here then because it had shrunk up. But I was so glad I rocked my hair instead of putting on a wig. I would have been miserable wearing a wig. What was your favorite Fresh Prince episode? Rafael de la Ghetto. What was your favorite episode? That was a good show. That, Martin, Different World, The Bill Cosby Show. You don't know? Okay. Most of them. Okay. The one when he met his dad for the first time, and then the dad promised to take him all these places and left. That one was very touching and emotional. When he left him and he was like, why you don't want me, man, to Uncle Phil. That was a sad episode. And the last one too, the end when they were like leaving and selling the house. Hi. Thank you. You had that in, okay. Yeah, I think that one touched a lot of people, especially people that grew up without our father, That was, and Will's acting was dead on, It was hard to not be emotional. Francis, am I saying that right? Where are you from? How are you? What y'all eating for dinner? Can you show something cool? Unfortunately, right now I'm doing my hair and then gonna go eat. Maybe one day I'll have something exciting going on. This is just my regular, boring life. I work, get out of work, do my hair. Turn around. No, you need to go to the OnlyFans. You got the wrong channel going. Totem. You gotta hit up OnlyFans. Teresa, I'm curling my sister locks. I washed my hair because I'm going to do my retie on Thursday. And so I washed it and I put in some rollers in it to see if I can basically have some curls when I retie my hair. When I managed to do it, okay, shake this watermelon. Okay. Okay. Yeah, one day maybe I'll have something interesting going on, but unfortunately, hey Jason, unfortunately I don't be having, all I do is take y'all to work with me, take y'all to church with me, and once in a blue when I go shopping. But I've been so busy I haven't even had time to go shopping. Sorry about that. A fire call came through a few. I had to jump off. I love church. Oh, okay. That's, did it end up not being a false alarm? How comes you were able to come back so quick? Be safe, whatever you do. What church do you go to, Jason? You know what I always wondered, and maybe you could tell me this. Oh, a car fire. Okay. Bro, you cute, respectfully. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that because I feel like I look rough as ever. I'm tired, so I just showered and I feel like my eyes are tired, everything. Car fire. Okay, the one up the road, Bethlehem Church. Bethlehem. Okay. But yeah, what I was gonna say to you is I feel like the firefighters get to the emergencies before even the police and the EMS. What GPS do y'all use that you're able to get there before EMS gets there? Y'all be whipping that truck. Do y'all take turns cooking at the firehouse still? Or are you the chef of the firehouse? The way have ones and tricks on TV and fire truck room, like stuff like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all get there fast. Oh, you're a lieutenant. Okay. Do some. Okay, Clifton. That escalated quickly. Alan said, "Where's your man at?" Not curling my hair, I guess. Phone is dying. Oh yeah, you've been a firefighter long enough, so you're a lieutenant. That's good. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Again, I know it's not easy to risk your life every day for other people. I have PTSD from my house fire when I was younger. So to the point when I hear the fire truck sirens, it like I freeze up. Our house started on fire because there was a little boy playing with matches on the third floor while his mom was sleeping. And so we were there. And mind you, I'm going to tell you, this is how God is good. So we were there. It was a Sunday. My mom was braiding my sister and my hair. Hi, Irene. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Um, so my mother was doing our hair. And one of my sisters said, I smell like smoke. And my other sister said, you're smelling your butt. You know, kids, ridiculous. You're smelling your butt. And so then my sister kept saying, no, for real, I smell smoke. Then all of a sudden we heard a banging on the door, on the window, and someone was screaming, Vecina, fuego, fuego, vecina. Like, neighbor, fire, fire. So my mother was like, what? So my mother had a suitcase that she always kept that had all of our important paperwork in it. So she told us to go outside. She ran and got the suitcase and we ran outside. And all you saw was the house was engulfed. We were on the first floor and the fire started on the third floor. And then there was an old man that lived on the third floor up there too. He rolled down the stairs and came out. You couldn't even see to come out because there was so much smoke. And then they had like I guess the gas tanks then. I just remember that every time it would hit a certain point, it would go poof. But might have not been. I don't know what it was. All I know is that gas might have made it be bigger. So I don't know. Again, I was a kid. I just remember that it kept making it like the fire get ignite even more. And so then the neighbors across the street let my sisters and I come to their house and sit there. Meanwhile, we were figuring out what was going to happen. And then afterwards, back when I was living in another house, I saw garage smoking. So I said to my dad, call 911. And I got in the radio with dispatch and it started going up the flames. And I didn't hesitate to get water. Where am I from? Country-wise, I'm from Panama. State-wise, I'm in Connecticut. Irene. So I was telling you what was good about God is that, at that time we were struggling. We had just came from Panama. My mother didn't have money like that. So we had one bed that somebody gave us, like they gave my mom a bed, a computer chair, and I can't remember what, it was like a third thing that they gave her for $100. And so we all used to sleep on that bed. and we spin each. My mother said we used to use the chair and play with it and spin each other around and have a blast with the computer chair. So we got all that for $100. So when the fire happened and we lost everything, it was disheartening because it's like, I mean, it ain't much, but that's all we got. But again, like I said, thankfully to the Red Cross, they ended up buying my mom a bed set. They bought us bunk beds, I think, and a dresser. We got a bunch of clothes, like clothes. Then people from the church gave us a bunch of name brand clothes, their kids' clothes. But then it got funny, right? Because we were like excited. We seen all these new clothes, name brands coming out. So we like, oh, we glad we had the fire. And so we would be fighting for stuff like, so I remember specifically there was a raincoat. I wanted it and my sister wanted it too. And so we're there arguing over it. And whenever we would argue about stuff, my mother would be like, put a paper, say yes, no, shake it up, and everybody picks a paper, and whoever gets yes gets to have it. So I ended up getting the yes, so I was able to get it. And my sister was like, oh, I don't want it anyway, because when we go to church, a little girl's gonna see it and say, that's mine. And you're gonna be embarrassed. And then I was like, oh, she might be on something because these people from church, they gave us these clothes. So I didn't want to, I started saying I didn't want to wear it. My mother was like, yeah, you're gonna wear it. I don't care what you're talking about. You're gonna put this clothes on. And my sister kept whispering, she's gonna snatch the coat off of you at church. I was so annoyed. I can't stand getting a house fire call, but it being at nighttime, I can barely see anything when a house is good. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. I don't know if it's just me. Again, I might be dating myself. Jason, do you remember this? When I was younger, they used to have a silver sticker that had a fireman holding a child, and it was oval, and it used to say to put it in the window of a child's room so that in case of a fire, the firefighters will know where to go first because it's a child's room. Do you remember that? Like the other day I was at work and I was talking to them about that in Rhode Island, and they kept saying they didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, well, maybe it was a Connecticut thing. I don't know. I'm like, why did they stop making those stickers? I think that's a good idea to let them know where the kids are to go there first. So why don't they do those stickers anymore? I don't see them anymore. That was a great idea. Now they only have the sticker that shows how many pets are in the house. I'm like, I think we need to save the kids over the. I mean, if you can get everybody, great, but get the kids first. In my world, I don't know. I know the U.S. don't play about their pets, but let's get the kids. That was a good idea. I don't know what happened to it. One of my locks broke. I didn't even notice when it broke. Let me tell y'all something. One time I was so stressed, my locks broke so bad. I'm like, why in the world is that noise? Oh, it was the top of my spray. My phone is gonna die, y'all, so I gotta go. But I will come back and do another live again soon. I like coming on live because I have an iPhone 12 and it ran out of space. When I bought my phone, I didn't think about space, you know. I just wanted the cheapest phone that I could pay for cash. I bought my phone and my laptop at the same time, my MacBook. And now I don't have space. So when I do try to record videos, it will fill up and I can't post it and it's a whole issue. But with the live, you know, I could be on live as much as I want. When I get stressed, I get red eyes most of the time. Oh, okay. When I'm stressed, I don't eat. I either don't eat or I snack a lot. One of the two. So I either end up losing a lot of weight or gaining a lot of weight. But try not to get stressed out. Don't let things stress you out. That's what I had to learn how to do. Self-regulate and not let stuff stress me. This is how much I got left, and I don't think I have enough rollers for it. Look, this is all what I got left. 15 Pro here, kind of flexing, not gonna lie. Oh, you flexing heavy. You talking about not gonna lie. Oh, Jason coming in flexing too, talking about he got a 13. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like that. Let me tell y'all something. With me, with phones, I think I could be a millionaire and I'll still be the same way. As long as the phone works, it takes a lot for me to let it go. Before, I had a 4. You said you stressed watching me do my hair, Gabriel. You know, this is once in a blue that I do this, to be honest. I could have just let it dry and just rocked it like that. So this is once in a blue when I have the energy and the strength to do it that I curl my hair. Food, only thing helping out, and sleep, for real. But when I'm stressed, I don't even sleep like that. Like I'm jealous of the people that's able to sleep a lot when they're stressed. When I'm stressed, I'll go in my bed early and I'll go to sleep and then I'll wake up super early or I don't sleep at all. But yeah, so before I had the first iPhone I ever had was the one that had the round back. I don't even know if that had a number. Then I know I had the iPhone 4. Was that the one that was round? I don't know. I know I had the iPhone 4, the iPhone 7, and now I have the 12. And let me tell y'all something. Like I said, when my phones start acting up, they gotta really say kaput for me to finally buy another one. It got to the place where it started doing that ghostwriting thing. Like, you know, you go to press K and it goes FT, FT, and then there was another one that locked up. I couldn't open it up to make calls and stuff no more. That's when I finally gave up. But as long as it can make calls, This one, the 12, is ready to go. But again, because I'm about to do my surgery next month, I need to save all the money I can. So I can't, this is your first iPhone? Yeah. And you got the, what you said, the 16 or the 15? What'd you say you got? Welcome to the iPhone family. Should I go get my charger? I don't even know what that is. Oh, Androids. Okay. Where are you from? Hold on, let me, I'm trying to think if I should go get the charger, if it's here or if it's downstairs. I'm enjoying talking to y'all. I just don't want my phone to die on you. I had iPhone 13 is crazy. They barely have any cases for them. I have to order a case online, but I got a water case from Walmart. I hope it works. Oh, okay. My phone actually fell in the shower today. I hope it's not gonna be damaged. I like to put it on the you know, right at the edge so I be listening to People Court while I shower or Judge Judy. And it slipped into the tub and I grabbed it fast. But hopefully it didn't damage it. Been wanting one since high school. The cool kids ganged up and bought iPhone 6, all of them back in the day. 15 Pro. Okay. You're in Eastern Europe. Okay. You know what I remember? You know how the phone that I think of, Bulgaria. Okay, hey. What time is it in Bulgaria right now? Judge Judy is awesome. It's Steve Harvey. Phone died. Just like I said it would, it died. 2 a.m. Oh, it's 2 a.m. in Bulgaria. Finished years ago. My company called it night shift at least. Wow. Do you like working night shift? Is that your preference? Or is that just what they have? I know in the medical field, like let's say in nursing or in the hospital. Yeah, my phone died. That's why it cut off. Oh, you're cutting off. Maybe that's what you're saying. Okay, yes, go to sleep. I understand. More money. Yeah, it's more money, but you know that it takes years off of your life because you're not getting the good sleep at night. It has its pros and its cons. You get paid more, but the people are normally cooler. Like at least in the hospital, the nurses are better at night shift. No family bothering you. Um. Oh yeah, my phone cut off because my phone died. So yeah, if you're a nurse, let's say you work in a nursing home or in the hospital, if you work night shift, you get night shift differential. You don't have the patient's families there bothering you. Most of the patients, depending on where you work, are sleeping. And like I said, the nurses are normally like the night shift people are normally easygoing. They don't be keeping up a lot of mess. Day shift people is a lot of he said, she said, like high school, middle school, stupid stuff. But I mean, you get to be home at night in your bed. I work night shift as a CNA, but as a nurse, I never worked night shift. I was like, I'm just gonna have to deal with the people and their attitudes. I'm going to bed. And now it like once 9 o'clock comes, I'll be like, that I'm getting old. I can't even hang past a certain time. So I don't know. Kudos to the people that can do night shift. I know there's people that did it for years. A nurse. I'm 36 years old. I look your age. How old are you? Everybody says I look young, but I don't feel young. I remember I used to work in an ICU, an intensive care unit, where the people are really sick, really sick. I'm a baby, I guess, 23. Oh yeah, you're a baby. You're a baby. But I used to work in the ICU, and this is like during COVID. I'm sitting there, I'm getting it in, charting, doing what I gotta do, and this guy comes up to me. He goes, "Does your parents know you're here?" And I was like, "What?" And because I look up from my computer like, "What?" He was like, "Do your parents, do they know that you're here?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You look like you're like 16." Sir, I'm trying to save this person's life. I don't have time to joke with you right now about me looking 16. I was so annoyed. Do your parents know you're here? I was like, boy, get out of my face. Let me go save my patient. But yeah, I heard that all of my life that I look young. I used to hate it, but now I'm happy because a lot of people I went to school with look haggard and old. And for me, I've been through a lot of things, and I'm like, you know what? If I still look young after all I've been through, that's good. That means life isn't stressing me out as bad as I thought. The beard helps, I guess. You know what it is too? It's like I'm short and I'm petite. When you're petite, you always look younger. Unfortunately, weight ages you a little bit. So, I was always petite. I didn't have like, you know, big boobs and all this stuff. So it makes you look younger. And again, back then I used to be like, oh, I wish I had. Now I'm like, I'm happy. I don't want all that. Oh, yesterday someone said you look 26. Well, I think for a guy is different. Because guys, most of the times y'all be looking young and refreshed, and y'all women be you know, it's tricky. If you're an older lady, you get with a younger guy, that's tricky because then you're gonna end up really looking older than him when y'all are aging. Like I remember I went to like a military graduation, and all them men, they run miles every morning, so they're fit. And like I said, weight makes you look old. So all they women look like their moms beside them, and the men were looking all young and stuff. If I remove the beard, I'm back to looking to it. A beard is a game changer. I think, like, well, let me ask you this. Do you think that you should talk to your partner? Like, let's say you were married. I don't know if you're married, but let's say you're married and you decide you want to cut your beard off. Do you run it by your woman or your partner before you cut your beard off? Or do you think it's your hair, it's your face, so you can do what you want to do? Because it changes your face so much. That's why I asked. Like, I know there's people that cut their beard off and their woman was pissed with them because they look so different. I'm tired, y'all. Yeah, it affects sexual life. How does your beard affect your sexual life? I mean, I didn't expect you to say that. I understand you saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to my partner about it. I didn't expect you to say your beard affects your sexual life. A little bit direct, but no, it's cool. Again, I'm grown. I'm 36, so it's cool. Do you mean like you're able to pull more women when you have a beard, or what? What does that mean? Give me some details. Not too much though, with my pure eyes. It does. Am I not right? I don't know. I never had a beard, and I hope to not get a beard neither. I got a couple hairs now, every now and then, but I don't have no beard. How does it affect your sexual life? Tell me this. Oh, you pure, huh? I didn't say that. I just said not too much details. I don't need to know all of that. I just wanted to know how it affects your life, having a beard or not. Having or not having a beard. You mean that you're able to pull more women when you have a beard? I know that there's some women. I know there's women that don't like beards. They don't like how they feel against their face. So it just all depends, I guess, on the woman. But I know women that are like, it's your makeup. Okay. I mean, I get it. No judgment. Do you have like the full all of this or just this? Do you have a little, what's it called, a goatee? What do you have? What you rocking? I like a beard. You know who has some serious beards? The Dominicans. The ones that have beards, like, they don't play. They color it, they make it dark, they brush it, put oils in it so it smells good. At least most of them. They take good care of their beards. Oh, you have like the sides on the bottom. Okay. And then do you have hair on your head, or are you bald on top? I don't know if this is your picture here. I can't see good. I hear my neighbors playing music. One thing about my street is they love them some music. My street personally is all retired people, but okay, that's you. That you look like Ice Cube right now. It's mad funny. I have a guy that I work with, and I tell him, like, we have a joke that I say his personality for the day depends on how his hair is. So he's a Dominican dude, and his hair is long. So it's like maybe about shoulder length. So sometimes he comes in with like a fitted hat on with his hair in a bun. Sometimes he comes with the hat on with his hair in a ponytail. Sometimes he comes with his hair cornrowed. And so I said, listen, y'all, when he got his hair in the bun with the fitted on, he's from the Bronx. That's when he come in like with the Timbs on, and you know when we go to some of the rough neighborhoods and the people want to act stupid, he be standing outside like a bouncer ready to throw them off, and I'm like, oh, that's when we protected. When he got his braids, somebody would come up crazy on the RV, falling asleep because they high on drugs, and I'll be looking for him, and he'd be up in the front looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh, you pretty. When you got braids, you pretty. We're on our own. Like, we have no support from you when you got your hair braided. When he has his hair in a ponytail, that's when he got on his Southside merengue on the RV, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. That's like pretty 2.0. But then, listen, last week he came in with the hat on and his hair was curly and he had it down. I was like, no, this one is different. I don't know what to do with this. What's this one? I said, you look like Ice Cube from NWA or like Straight Outta Compton. You look like you about to beat somebody today. I said, oh, this look like the gangster Straight Outta Compton. Ice-T. I kept calling him Ice-T all day. So every time I tease him, I said, depending on how you got your hair, that lets me know what type of day we about to have with you. I said, and then when your hair is a certain way, like when he got his hair in a ponytail, I said, you be like, que lo que, manito? Ya tú sabes, manito? I be like, your Spanish be real chill with it. You know? When his hair is in a bun or it's in a hat, it's like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm like, yeah, your whole personality, your whole persona changes based on your hair. Lately, you're on the chill side. That's good. I used to have a man bun, too, for like 2 years in high school. Got too much stuff going on. Oh yeah, that's the thing. When you have longer hair, then you gotta struggle to maintain it. Basically, you gotta do what women do. You gotta wash it, dry it. So yeah, it's more work. I either Ice Cube, or like Beast, Beastie. Oh my god. Does your hair change your personality like him? When you got the man bun, are you like Rico Suave? And if so, what style makes you gangster? But that's just me. I learned to like it, to be honest. Oh, your personality don't change with your hair? Okay. I'm almost done with my hair. Now, like I said, it's going to be a pain to try to sleep with it, but it is what it is. This is how much I got left. And I'm like basically out of rollers, so. So now, that's the thing. When you get off at 2 in the morning, what time do you go to sleep? And then do you have to go back into work? And if so, what time? Four p.m. to start again. Okay. I felt like, in my mind, when I did night shift, I was like, okay, well, at least I could go to school. But the problem was when I would get off of work, I'd be like, oh, let me run go pay this bill real quick. Let me go do this real quick. Let me do that. And then once you don't go straight home and go to bed, you don't feel, at least me, I didn't feel sleepy no more. So then at that point, I'll be up. I'll go to class. I'll do all these things. And the sleepiness used to hit like 5 p.m. when it's about time for me to go back to work for 7 p.m. So my sleep was all jacked up. I'll find myself out hanging out with my friends or family doing this. And they're like, yo, wake up. So I felt like it just ruined my life. I didn't have all the free time like I thought I would. Oh, you played a couple songs to wake up? Do you begin to get little naps at work? You know, every night shift be sneaking their little naps. I don't care what job you do. Night shift, everybody be getting their little naps in. Even the ones that work at the nurses station, you look around and they be like straight down to the charge nurse. Especially once you see them go get that blanket out the warmer, I'll be like, you about to. The ones that be pretending they typing and they be with their hands like this falling asleep. You respect your superior. She said, woman, do I have my respect for her? That's good. That's cool. That's cool. Hi, Reggie. What's up? I feel like my sister is about to call me soon and cut me off. So whenever she messages me, if I don't answer right away, she calls me. So be prepared. If I get cut off, that's why. I'm almost done with my hair anyway, so I gotta go find what I'm gonna eat. I work as a web what? A web. What do you do with the web? What is it that you work doing with the web? Oh, web developer. Okay. I told you I'm old. You can't be using stuff like web dev. I don't know what that means. I don't know what web dev means. You gotta break it out, spell it all out for me. Listen to my neighbors' music. I'll tell you they be turned. Boom boom buttons click code coming out. Can y'all hear my neighbor's music? Like, what is all this noise on a random Tuesday evening? We have one of them on Saturday. Yeah, that's loud as if that's your. Yes, it's my neighbor. My granted, my bathroom window is open. But what would cause them to have their music so loud? Your neighbor getting lit for real. But why? On a random Tuesday evening. They must have got their speaker and they said, oh, let me test it out. I think that might have been some, I don't even know. It's something Spanish. I don't know if it's, no, that was Spanish music. I don't know what that was. I never heard of it. Now it's sounding like some American rap. I don't know. I do have one of my neighbors that when it's Saturday night, you want me to come rectify? That's revenge music. To be honest, I don't care what they do. As long as when it's time for me to sleep, I can sleep. And once, especially now that I got my AC out, once I put that on, I'll be in there asleep. So they don't ever got to worry about me complaining. As long as they don't bother me. You said that's revenge music. Yeah, that's what Reggie said. That's revenge music. You know why? Because when I have my party or my backyard cookout, I don't want anyone to bother me. So they can do whatever they want to do. Somebody DJing now. They're like, y'all, I low-key feel like I'll be a good DJ because I'll take it from reggaeton. You know, I know some Spanish. I know some salsa, merengue. Then I'll go into some reggae. Then I'll go into Afro beats. Then I'll go into some country music. Yeah, I'll go into a little bit of everything. You know, and then, you know, when they DJ, they always start off with some church songs. So I also, you know, I love my church music too. So every now and then you throw in some of that. And then they go back into the reggaeton again, Afro beats again. You know, I know a little bit of everything. So I low-key could really be a good DJ one day. One day I'm going to go live and DJ with y'all. Oh, you recently found the Afro beats. I like Afro beats, even though sometimes I don't even know what they're saying. But like, I like Davido. I like what's the other guy's name? Burna Boy. There's a couple songs that I love. I like is it Chike? Chike. I like a lot of his songs too, even when I don't know what they're saying. You listen to mixes, okay? Maybe they just trying out their speaker. Maybe they just bought a speaker. I have a question for y'all too. Maybe you can help me since you know about web stuff and computers. So I want to get a sound bar. I have an LG. Do I need to get the LG sound bar or can I get a Samsung sound bar? What do you recommend? And if so, like, do you know one that gives like, clear sound and it's loud? Hook me up. Let me know. They turned off their music. Oh, girl, get speakers with subwoofer. Oh, okay. But does it matter? Like, if I have an LG TV, can I get the soundbar and subwoofer of Samsung? Even cheap ones would be better. I see people get both. They have the soundbar and the subwoofer. Like, I've seen it come like a set with both. The Logitech, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Oh, depends on your TV. My TV is an LG. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know about the ports. I love LG TVs. I don't know if they're the best, but in my world, they're the best. And I normally buy all my TVs from Marketplace. I'm like, I'm real cheap when it comes to that. But the one that I bought for my living room, that's the first TV that I've ever bought brand new in my life. And guess what? I struggled to get it out. I struggled to get it out the car with my best friend to get it into the house. And when we took it out and put it on, I saw like the top part of the screen was like flashing kind of funny. And then when I looked, there was a little green dot like this on it. I was like, oh, hell no. I packed it up. I called her back like, can you help me take this back to change it? He said, bro's an expert in tech. Oh, you think the LG is the worst? Sony, Samsung, LG. Somebody else told me Sony too. But I don't see Sony that often. That's why I didn't think that it was that great. You always see a lot of, not even mow their lawn. Let me tell y'all something about homeowners. I don't know if any of y'all are homeowners, but I saw a video that was talking about how homeowners compete. That the minute you cut your grass, everybody will go out and cut their grass. The minute you go out and start raking, everybody will go out and start raking. That's the truth, y'all. Like, they literally like that. The grass will be cut, but just because I had the guy come cut my grass, they'll go back out and do something with their grass. And they all retired on my street, so they don't got nothing but time to compete. Okay, you say Sony is hella expensive? I don't know. Like, whenever you go to Walmart or you go to BJ's, I never really see a Sony TV out on display. It's always LG or Samsung. Sometimes TCL. I see that in Vizio, but I rarely see Sony. Is it because maybe we're in different countries? Do you think like maybe some countries push Sony more than others? I like LGs though. I never had a bad experience. I mean, and again, I buy them normally used on Marketplace, and they last for years. When other people be talking about they gotta buy another one for the next Black Friday, my TV still be going strong. Granted, I don't be sleeping with my TV on and all that, so I don't know. Maybe I don't game on it, so maybe that's why. You got a Samsung? Okay. I mean, I want to do an entertainment wall. I want to have my TV, a sound bar, and a mounted fireplace underneath. LG is good, but in budget segment, Samsung beats them in terms of contrast and brightness and colors. but LG has more cool stuff in it. Okay. Well, and that's why I thought LG was better, because I remember going to the store and seeing what was priced for, like, let's say an 80-inch Samsung was the price for like a 70-inch LG. So I was like, that might mean Samsung is crap. If they're giving this price for an 80 something inch, I was like, maybe they're doing that because it's not that great. You know, sometimes they say if it's too good to be true, chances are it isn't. So I was like, okay. And then I was looking into what's it called, the OLED for the LG, but it was, again, I tried to research it for which one was better, and it was seeming like if you care about the dark colors, get this. If you care about that, get that. I was like, let me just buy whatever TV. And then it was like, oh, UHD or another one, UH something else. You know about all this, I'm sure. I don't. I just grabbed a TV and kept it moving because I was like, I don't even know how to work all these specs. I'm not even that type of person. I'm just gonna be like power, and that's it. Okay, you said OGs are good. All right. Hopefully it lasts, like I said, because this is the first one I actually bought brand new. All my TVs, I'll be like $100. It could be a 55-inch. I'll write them. I'll be like $100, and I had them for years. Yeah, it's nice. It gives a nice picture. But with the OLED, I kept seeing people talk about it burning out. And so I was like, I don't want to pay all that. And they're expensive to have parts of it that burn out or whatever. I'd really be home enough to watch TV, let alone. Mm-mm. Hi, Speaker Man. How are you? You said I'm gonna throw it out before it burns out. I don't know. You know why I say that? Because again, I would be looking on Marketplace, and I'll be seeing people have one, and they'll be selling it for pretty cheap compared to how much it really costs at the store. And when you look at the description, it'll be like, please read. It has a small burn mark that you can't notice. So I'm like, I'm seeing a lot of them up here, and they talking about burn marks. Did you eat dinner already? If so, what did you eat, Speaker Man? I gotta go find something to eat because I didn't cook yet. I came from work. I jumped in the shower. No, I put my trash bins outside, jumped in the shower, washed my hair. I put the rollers in my hair, and now I'm about to go get something to eat. But I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you guys this evening. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, please. Like I said, I'm going to be going live more often because of the space issue with my phone. It's just easier for me to go live and I could record longer without having to worry about uploading, a long video afterwards because I barely have storage space on my phone. So thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good night. You got a self-serving food place with hella food right next to my house. Oh, you lucky. That's what I need to go do. That's what I need to go move besides some restaurant. I don't think I need to do that. Then I'll eat too much. Bye. Have a good night. Get some rest.